What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG. We are back with some Edison. Today we have Paul playing frogs, but it's a special take on frogs. We'll see shortly. And then Thomas is on Chaos Fairies. So Paul is always cooking up some fun and spicy decks. And this is one of them. So yeah, he usually never ever plays frogs. We're gonna do Trap Dust Shoot. Look at the hand. We have some fairy power, Gores, Chaos Sorcerer. He's gonna get rid of the effect though through Herald of Orange Light. OJ goes back. Wants his effects to go off. Everything else seems like he can deal with. So Thomas has some milling power. He's got Gores to stop some pushes. But frogs aren't that good at pushing, especially frog monarchs. But we're gonna do 1,000 damage right here. He can actually drop the Gores with the effect damage if he wanted, because there's a secondary effect with Gores. Usually people don't use it, but it's definitely possible. Oh, we're shaking. Yeah, so like he goes tribute for Caius, sack over the plague, burn for 1,000, and on that burn he can drop a Gores and do the same amount of damage back to Paul. That's essentially what the effect does. He doesn't get the +1 with the token effect, but at least you have a way to clap back with the Gores. This is not where we want to be. He's just setting stuff against frogs, especially with a Treeborn Frog already set up. He's got Phoenix back this face down. Treeborn Frog hops back. We'll poke for 1,000. Paul knows he has the Gores in hand, so he wants to fish it out so that he can get rid of it. But then Thomas is in a tough spot because if he drops it, then it gets a target for Caius. Oh, he has both frogs in grave too, so one's gonna be insulated in hand, and the other one's just gonna hop back next turn. All right, we'll set this Ryko. Try it again. Boing. That's the card. Back to square one. It's like a Phoenix Wingman Blast, but from your hand. Discard a card, return a card to the top of the deck. I was like, what the heck? I didn't even know this card existed in Edison, be real. We're gonna poke for 100. I think it's 100. I don't think Dupe Frog has that many stats. We're gonna do 1,100 total. I did too much. And then we'll salvage, add these cards back to hand. That's gonna refuel his hand for these discard traps or spells in this case. And then we're going into a dupe block, it looks like. Yeah, flip-flop frog is gross too. For every frog on the field, it like returns things on the field back to the hand. Monsters at least. But it's pretty gross. At the very worst, it's like a 1-for-1. And that's not bad, honestly. Ooh, we can mind control, but mind control is just gonna break the dupe lock. But we have to find a way to kind of push past that as well. Now we've got nothing set up. Ryko has not been panning out for us. Yeah, so we can flip this and then like return the Substitute back to hand, I guess. Yeah, he's in a pickle because he knows the Caius is in hand, and he's just like, dude, this is rough. So we're gonna do what we can. Run over a Substitute with 100 attacker, take 100, and then return. Yeah, you can't attack with a flip flop frog because it's mind control. Has to normal summon a 200 attack Ryko. Yikes. Yeah, and then Paul's gonna set another card, and then the flip-flop frog with his effect puts himself back down. Yeah, he needs to just like, I guess, mill 4 fairies. Hopefully he gets there and then wipe the board, drop Christia. That's like the best he can really do. Yeah. Here he comes, our Ryza. That's gonna return the Raikou back to the top. Flip-flop frog returns that. And we've got Pot of Avarice too. Jeez. Okay. So it kind of reminds me of Forgs. Has a salvage, has a Pot of Avarice, but the win condition is more controlling the opponent's space. And when you have a setup deck like with like hamsters, Raikous, Lila, or whatever, this is what we're afraid of. It's not being able to mill, having our stuff get pitched over and over. He's gonna take 1,000 here, and then we're gonna run over the token. Flip-flop frog's gonna return this, and we have the dupe frog to take the hit. So if he kills the dupe frog, he's gonna be able to add a card to hand, and he doesn't mind the damage. He's pretty healthy. So what we really need is 2 more fairies in grave. If we can accomplish that, we'll be pretty dandy, honestly. Okay, let's do some damage. Yeah, I have to attack the dupe frog. He gonna force you to do that. We'll take 26 here, add a swap frog to hand, and then you can run over this swap frog, but you just got another one in hand. But the other one's like a flip-flop frog, so you don't really want that either. And we're gonna take 700 here. Alrighty. And phase 1, 2. Oh, okay, he's Christia online. 1, 2, 3, 4. Has to make it to next turn though. If you can't make it there in time, then Paul might be able to squeeze this last 4K. Discard to special swap frog. We're gonna ditch subs to Toad. I think he still has the Caius in hand. The biggest issue is honestly the swap frog. The swap frog is gonna make things difficult. He's gonna return Gores back to hand. Return Lila to hand. Oh, the 34. I guess flip-flop frog has enough stats to finish the game, so the Christian never comes down. That's unfortunate. We're gonna go to game number 2. Let's see if Thomas can reverse 2-0 this series. That was pretty tough too, because Paul also did know the hand, and he took away the Herald of Orange Light. So the setup for frogs was... Oh, okay. Trap does shoot, an eye for an eye. Let's mess with your hand this time. Got Gores. We have all the frog set up. Like, you're not escaping that. So we just get rid of the one of. Maybe Substitute would have been okay, but that just stops the dupe block. We're gonna discard a special. Salvage, add these to hand. There's a cheeky +1. Summon Substitute, and then he's gonna go through his deck. Yeah, if I were facing this deck, I honestly have trouble with the just the 4 Monarchs in like Hero Frogs, adding Phoenix Wingman Blast and back to square one just sounds like a tough time. So he goes in for, I think, 100. And then main phase 2, we're gonna crack into double dupe. And this makes it so that he cannot attack either one, because they both demand that you attack him. This will buy him some time. If he doesn't have a way to crack it, then Paul might be sitting pretty. He can like maybe summon Cyber Valley. Yeah, we're gonna dig for answers. I was thinking like summon. Yeah, you can't attack either one of those. Summon and then hopefully get into Christia. Was a line I was thinking. Yeah, draw. Special Treeborn Frog. Nobleman Extermination takes down the bottomless. The other one will be banished. So all of our summons are going to be pretty free. Except for those pulling the rugs that I saw. He's going to summon Substitute, crack the Treeborn Frog. Maybe you search that Flip-Flop Frog. That's going to be annoying as well. Yep. Poke for 400. All that a day. You got like a 15 turn clock on the Unifrog. He's got a Black Rose. That will take care of all of these. And Dew Frogs are going to activate. He's going to add probably just the ones he lost on board. So Unifrog and Flip-Flop Frog. And we'll T-set behind... Wait. We just summoned the Plague. Can't set that. Yeah. Boing. Okay. Oh no. Unifrog is getting a little too much value. All of our protection is going down. Nobleman exterminated. Unifrog, poke. Yeah. Oh no. Phoenix Bloom Blast sends the Shining Angel back to the deck. That's not gonna let him see 1, 2, 600. Oh, yeah. I guess we're doing frog beats. Okay, here comes Kaiku. You have to attack the Dupe Frog. And then that's gonna let him banish some frogs. So maybe this could be enough if we can get access to the second Treeborn Frog. But yeah, having the recruiters and Raikou sets and stuff, it's not the best against frogs. They kind of just prey on those just because they're so slow. Okay, Caius is gonna burn that for 1,000. We're gonna summon Swap Frog on discard special, so he's gonna protect this Caius. As long as he can keep the other Treeborn Frog in grave, we're gonna have enough resources to chunk Thomas down with this Caius. So we're gonna do 4,024. Now this game is rough. This is super rough. Because Paul's deck, it doesn't really fight on the ground. It pings stuff first and then attacks directly. Ping, attack, like over and over and over again. So we're gonna look at the extra deck, see if there's a way to get around this Caius, but there's no monster that just like stops the effect. It's just gonna be a body for Paul. And I think he's gonna be able to seal away this game. We have Christia in hand, Shining Angels, no Fairies in grave. And I mean, we have Plague, but it's not going to do enough. Paul is extremely healthy. 0 ticks of damage on his life points. Maybe we can go like... No, he just doesn't have the Fairies. He has 3 Fairies in hand, and he's going to concede. Yeah, holy moly. Back to square one frogs. That was pretty gross. Not the ideal matchup that Thomas was hoping for. Paul takes it 2-0. So yeah, if you guys like the videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more, and then I will catch you on the next one. Peace.